This video is going to be part one of things that I hate about being a mother. There are moments, but I don't hate being a parent altogether, just certain moments. That sounds bad, but I do love being a parent. It is a lot of fun. It's a whole new world. We should just normalize the bad things that happen. If you are not able to adapt to new things, then don't do it. You could be the parent that baby-proofs every single little thing in your entire house, and your kids will seriously still find a way to get hurt no matter what you do. And I feel like that's the most annoying thing. Normalize telling your kids it's your fault. But anyways, constantly cleaning up of messes every second of the day, I am not here for it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey y'all, I'm Denise. Welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today's video should be very fun and exciting, maybe a little negative. I don't know, you'll be the judge. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the things that I hate about being a parent and being a mother. Yes, there are pros and cons about everything in life, especially being a parent. There are good moments and bad moments, and today we're going to be focusing on the negative. This video is going to be part one of things that I hate about being a mother. That sounds bad, but I do love being a parent. It is a lot of fun. It's a whole new world, and this is not to deter you from having kids. If you do want to have kids, and if you're ready for your life to literally be changed upside down and for every aspect of your life to change, then get pregnant and have a baby. But if you're not ready for change, if you don't handle change well, if you don't work well under pressure, if you are not able to adapt to new things, then don't do it. But if you're up for a challenge, if you literally have nothing going on in your life and you could take on a new thing, if you can afford something new in your life, then go ahead and do it. These days, you do not see a lot of moments where people talk about the negative. If you look at anyone's social media or post, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anything, it's all positive. And life is not just positive. There are downsides and everything. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We should just normalize the bad things that happen. We should start talking about these things that we hate, talk about things that we don't like, not people, not talk bad about people, but just talk about the bad things that do happen in life. Because if you're someone else always saying positive things on another person's page or account, that takes a toll on other people. Like, people don't know that, but it does take a toll on other people. People are probably shy and don't want to talk about the bad things that are going on, but I'm opening up this space right now to talk about things that you don't like, talk about things that you hate, and things that you just don't like. Oh, one thing that I did want to mention too about like being a parent, and like some people might say, oh, well, why did you want to have kids if you're just gonna hate it? Look, you don't know you're gonna hate something until it happens to you. Say if you have food, right? Say if you don't like onions, right? I don't like onions. Say you're going about your whole life eating food, eating all different kinds of food. If I never ate onions before in my life, how would I know that I hate them, right? Does that make sense? If I go about my life never eating onions, how would I know that I hate them? You know, maybe something more similar is like paying the bills. I kind of hate paying the bills, but what would happen if I didn't pay my electric bill? Then I wouldn't have electricity. I like having electricity, but I hate paying the electricity bill. You know, you feel me? Does that make sense? Do you get it? There are moments that I hate about being a parent, but I don't hate being a parent altogether. You know, it's just certain moments. But anyways, I just hope it makes sense. You know, trying to give little examples, because I do feel the comments coming. If you hate being a mom, then why are you a mom? Why did you choose to be a mom? Look, there's stuff that you don't know. If you're one of those people that comment, you have a child right now, go and have a child and tell me if you like it. Go ahead and do it. I'll wait 9 months to a year and you tell me how your life is, if you hate it or not. Because when you're a person that wants to have kids, you literally have no idea what it's like. Yeah, you have nieces and nephews, family members, cousins, you know, family that are young that you have taken care of, but it's literally completely different when it's all you. When you are the one responsible, it's like a totally different feeling. But anyways, let's just continue on. Let's just continue on to the next thing. I don't want to feel like I'm attacking anyone. I'm ready to attack. If you got something to say, I'm here and I'm ready. Anyways, all right, let's just catch our breath and get into it. All right, I have a little list here. Let's get on to my list. One of the things I hate about being a mom is having to clean up constantly, cleaning up messes that I didn't make. I closely with my kids, so when I wake up, you know, the beds are all a mess, and then we go down to the kitchen, we get our food, we start eating, and I'll be like, oh, I forgot something in the room. Go in the room, boom, it's a giant mess. I'm like, dang, okay, let me hurry up and clean this up. Go back and check on the kids in the kitchen. That's a mess. mess. I'm like, okay, so I put the kids in the living room, clean up the mess in the kitchen from breakfast. Boom, come in the living room, that's a mess too. I'm like, okay, I'll put them in the playroom. Let them be in there, make a mess in the playroom. That'll be good. I'm like, okay, clean up the living room. And then I go back, the bedroom's a mess, the kitchen's a mess again somehow. There's just like always constantly a mess, like all throughout the day. Next thing you know, it's like nighttime and you look back at the day. What did I do today? I cleaned all day. That's literally what it's like. Always cleaning up a mess. The constantly cleaning up of messes every second of the day, I am not here for it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. The next thing that I have is getting hurt all the time. And my kids, they literally get hurt all the time. You could be the parent that baby proofs every single little thing in your entire house. You can block the outlets, you can plug them, or you could put the foam corners on your tables, you could gate off certain areas, you can block the steps, and your kids will seriously still find a way to get hurt. They'll fall off the bed, they'll jump off the bed, they'll literally lean upside down, they'll climb up on a chair, fall face flat, even though you tell them. You can literally tell your kids no all the time, and they'll still literally get hurt. Like literally no matter what you do, they could be walking literally straight, look away, keep walking, and still walk into the wall and hurt themselves. Literally no matter what you do, kids will always get hurt. And I feel like that's the most annoying thing about being a parent. I just hate how constantly that they get hurt. And then when you go around other people, they're like, oh, what happened to his eye? Why does he got a bruise on his arm? Why does he have a bruise on his leg? Because he's always hurting himself. And then even if your kids are the smartest kids in the world, like my kids, they are really smart for their age, even the smartest kids in the world will find ways to get hurt. And that's one thing I noticed on social media. Not a lot of people post about that, their kids getting hurt all the time. And I'm here to talk about it. My kids get hurt all the time. If they get bruised, they're instantly red. The bruises last for like the longest time. I'm like, oh, like this bruise was last month. Like why is it still here now? You know, like bruises, they just take a while to go away for children. Sometimes they go away fast, sometimes they don't. But it's like having people see the bruises, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, why you always gotta get hurt? You know, like come on. You know, like no matter what you do, even if you're with your kids, like literally right next to your kids, they will still find a way to get hurt. They'll poke themselves in the eye, they'll like land wrong when they're falling off the couch, they'll be jumping on their own toy, literally a freaking few inches tall toy, like they'll jump off and literally get hurt. And it's not your fault, it's their fault. And that's what gets me so mad. It's like they're crying that they're hurt and it's all their fault. Like literally normalize telling your kids it's your fault. I told that to them. People probably looking like, dang, like you're so mean, you're so harsh. But no, it's like literally their fault, and you're the one that told them, hey, don't do that, don't get hurt. And look, it's literally so annoying and I hate it. Anyways, the next thing before I get like mad stressed out, thing that I find very difficult to do as a parent is to do my own thing. Like my kids always want me, maybe because they love me or something, maybe because I'm their mom, but they literally don't want to let go of me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. No, mommy. And they're grabbing on me and like hugging me and dragging me. And I'm like, come on, like let me just go, let me do my own thing. Or like if I want to work on my YouTube videos, if I want to make a TikTok, there they are. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, let me just make a TikTok with them, let me make a video with them. Then they just start doing too much. They start grabbing my phone, they start grabbing the computer. I want to play the dinosaur game. I'm like, no, we're not playing a game right now. This is me trying to do my own thing right now. No, like let me live. And no, if you become a parent, there are a lot of moments where they do not let you live. Like they're there like reminding you that you gave birth to them. Like I already know you're here, that's why I'm over here trying to do my own thing, because I gave birth to you and I want you to be over there, you know, like that type of thing. They kind of don't leave you alone. And it's like so weird because there's moments when they leave you alone when you want them, but when you don't want them to leave you alone, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. There's like these moments where you want them but then they don't want you. Also, can you please keep it down? Sit down. There's moments where you want them, right? Oh, I want to cuddle, let's watch a movie, let's be cute, let's have family time. I'm sorry, my dog is like itching herself obnoxiously and it's so loud. But yeah, there's times when I like do want my kids. I'm like, come on, let's cuddle, let's watch a movie, let's do something fun together. They're like, no, I don't want to. And they're screaming. I'm like trying to fight them to have them join me and like do like family activities, and they're just not with it. But then when I'm like, fine, okay, I'll do my own thing. I'll go watch my own show. I'll go work on some like artwork or something. And then that's when they want to join me. I'm like, come on, on? Why can't things just like line up and be the way like that I want them to? But that's just life. It doesn't work the way you want. It works the way that God makes it work. And then, you know, it's all just a test, you know? But okay, let's see. The next thing is bedtime and waking up. So literally, if you have kids, you know that they wake up all the time in the middle of the night. Sometimes there's good nights where they sleep through the whole entire night. Other times they literally wake up like 100 times. It's like, are you serious? Like, can you please literally go to bed? You know, like can you go to bed? That's literally what I tell them. I'm like, just go to bed. Like, I don't care what you want. Just go back to sleep. You can have what you want in the morning. But no, they want to be awake. They want to wake up in the middle of the night. They want to crawl on you and bother you. For us, we co-sleep with the kids. We have 2 beds next to each other and we all sleep together. It's like a community sleep session every time we go to bed. And it's nice when they want to cuddle with you and go to sleep and good, and you cuddle all night, you sleep all night, and it's good. Other times they want to wake up literally every hour on the hour. Even when you go to sleep late, you're like, okay, we went to bed late. Maybe they'll stay asleep. Maybe they'll like even sleep in. Maybe they'll sleep in. But no, they wake up every hour. I know when they're sick, it's a different story because they can't get comfortable and, you know, they're irritated and everything. Or like even if they're teething, like that's a different story. Like, yeah, I know they're in pain. They can't stay asleep because their teeth are biting them. Like, I understand. But on other nights when they're not sick, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Why can't you literally go to sleep right now? Why can't you stay asleep? Or like, you know, when you're going home and it's late, you're like leaving a family member's house or the store, like, you know, you're just coming home from being out all day. The kids fall asleep in the car and it's like, this is perfect. Okay, we can bring them upstairs, lay them down, and they'll go to sleep. No, you lay them down, they wake up and they start crying. And it's like, what the heck? Just go back to sleep. Like, seriously, you know? Comment down below if you ever have moments like that. You came back from somewhere, your kids are asleep in the car, you bring them upstairs, you bring them to their bed, and they don't want to go back to sleep. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what the heck? I'm sorry if you hear clicking, that's me with the pen, because I'm like just trying to calm myself down, because just remembering these things, it gets me so mad. I'm like, I just hate that. I hate when they just don't want to go back to sleep when they were literally just asleep. I'm like, come on. Or you ever have those moments when they do fall asleep, you lay them down, and then they open their eyes and look back up at you? I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, what are you looking at? Close your eyes again and go back to sleep. You know, it used to happen a lot when my firstborn was a baby. He would literally always do that. He wouldn't sleep unless you were holding him or like touching him. Like, you know, when you're laying next to each other, he would only sleep like that. And then the moment that he feels you like going away, he opens his eyes, he looks around like, where are you? I'm like, I'm leaving, goodbye. And then he just wouldn't go back to sleep. So it's just like, it's just one of those things that you hate as as a co-parent, as a parent that co-sleeps with your kids. It's like, there's a lot of those moments. If you're trying to leave, then they'll literally wake up. Because what I like to do is to put them to sleep first, and then, I like to put them to sleep earlier so that I could have like an hour or two to myself. But no, sometimes they don't give it to you. Okay, there are moments as a parent when your kids cry for no reason. Like, my kids are at the age where they are able to, or for the most part, express what they want or say what they want, whether it's a bottle, food, TV, whether they want to play a game, whether they want to like turn on the light or turn off the light. They're just things that they express that they want. Yeah, where they express what they want. And then there's other times when they don't, when they literally just cry and cry and cry. You change your diaper, you give them food, you try to put them to sleep for a nap, you try to give them clothes if they're cold or take off their clothes if they're too hot, you try to get them comfortable, you try to put their favorite show on, you give them the phone, the tablet, and like nothing ever satisfies them. Even if they're healthy and in good condition, they still will literally, they won't be fine. They'll literally just cry. And it's like, you know what? You could take that crying somewhere else. You could literally leave right now. You go and sit in there until you literally stop. That's literally what I tell them, because I'm like, you're just doing too much right now. We're literally giving you what you want and what you need to survive and live as like a human being, and that's just not enough for you, so goodbye. You know, like, how can you not hate those moments when they're crying for no reason, on and on and on? And it's like, what? Like, when my kids take a nap, they are really cranky before their nap, and they'll be crying for like the littlest things. I'm like, okay, you're tired. I put them to sleep, and then they'll sleep for like 2-3 hours and they're good. And then they wake up, and sometimes they're literally crying for no reason. I'm like, what? I'm like, you just had like a mad good nap right now. How are you crying? Did you have a nightmare? Okay, let me console you. They don't want to be consoled. I'm like, okay, go to your dad. They don't want the dad. They don't want want this, they don't want that, and it's like, oh my gosh, it like drives me crazy. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? You know, and it's like so hard to be sympathetic in those moments because it's like nothing just satisfies them. And it's like, how can you be happy when something that you're doing is not satisfying a person that you're trying to take care of? You feel me? Like, do you know what I'm saying right now? It's just one of those moments that it's like, you know, I'm not happy right now. Like, what the heck? You know, like, kids are just crazy. It's like, you just go on your own, do your own thing, and I'll be over here doing my own thing. You know, it's crazy. Okay, another thing, let's wrap this up. I feel like I'm taking too long, and this is probably gonna be a long video. I don't know if I'm gonna uncut this or not, have it all be like just straight up facts, not like sugar coating. Like, there's no sugar coating here. This is like the truth. Let's see, there's moments when your kids will want something and then they won't want something. You'll be upstairs like early in the morning, laying down, you know, just woken up, and the kids are like, mommy, I want a banana. And it's like, oh, I'm tired, we'll get it later. I want a banana. And then they just go nuts. Like, I'm like, okay, let's go downstairs, get you a banana. We'll get downstairs, I'll literally unpeel the banana, hand it to them. I don't want a banana. I'm like, what? I literally just got up out of bed to give you a banana and now I don't want it. Then they're like, oh, I want to eat this, I want to eat a watermelon. You give them that. Oh, I don't want that, I want strawberries. You give them that. Like, it's like just on and off. Like, I don't want this, I do, I don't, I do, I don't, I do. I'm like, so make up your freaking mind, you know? Like, just say it. What do you want? Spit it out. Like, I said that to my son one time. He was trying to tell me what he wanted. He was trying to say, yeah, I don't know, he was taking forever. I just lose my patience. I'm like, dang, go ahead, say it, spit it out. He's like, spit it out, and then he just spit on the floor. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, in this very moment right here, right now, I'm done, because I'm like, just what do you want? Just tell me, what do you want? So that pretty much wraps up part 1. There's definitely going to be a part 2. Hope you subscribe, comment down below your favorite part, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.